What's going on, everyone? As always, place your cross on first, no matter what's going on in your life. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. When I was reciting the Lord's Prayer, something came to my head. Look at the signs. It's very simple. Look at the signs. Spiritual signs. Look at the signs. Basically, pay close attention. The Bible says be watchful. So you can discern when the clouds form and rain coming, but you can't discern this. We need to start looking at signs in regards to everything in regards to our life. You see, it's like signs are like direction. Either don't do this or do this, or go this way or don't go this way. Signs. It's always signs in regards to anything. Relationships. It's always signs. Friendship. Signs. A lot of people don't believe in discernment no more. I just want to see the good in everything. All right then. Let's say it's road work ahead. Road work ahead. It's guaranteed to be road work, but you so confident that you're gonna make it through anyway. So you go through, and next thing you know, you fall in a hole or something. Signs and warnings are there for a reason. Like it's a bridge being worked on my street, and it looks good. It looks like it's finished. You know what I'm saying? Something just came to my mind. It looks like it's finished, but they still got the detour signs saying don't go there. It may be something there, maybe a inspection code. Like when somebody a new business starts and builds an elevator. It may go up and down and everything, but it may not be clear. There might be still a caution sign there because it's still some things that got to be done. Signs are good. Stop signs, light signs. Signs are good. It's good to pay attention to signs. That's what I'm telling you today. Whatever the signs God's trying to show you, pay attention to it. You understand? Pay attention to those signs, people. Paying attention to signs can keep us out of a lot of trouble, and it actually can lead us in the right direction. Signs can. God led the people of children of Israel away with a pillar of smoke in the daytime and a pillar of fire to the night. From my concept, it looked like a volcano, because you can't really see the flames of a volcano in the daytime. But he always has something to lead you in the right path. Always, people. It's always something. We don't believe in it. A lot of people just go through life happy-go-lucky. It is what it is. I don't want to pay attention to nothing. I ain't got to see nothing. I'm going to just go with the flow. I say that too. But you got to go with... One thing about going with God's flow, you still got to see the signs. You got to pay attention. A lot of times. You understand? Being a follower of Christ. It's like you're opening yourself up to the spiritual realm. God can talk to you through animals. It can be a tree limb, leaves. Pay attention. When you start figuring out you want to see God in everything, pay attention. I'm asking for my believers here. People who believe in God and believe in Jesus Christ. Don't you find yourself looking at every church sign, every sign that look like it got Jesus on there? When you pass by a church, you want to see what that message is. You're looking for him. He's like, I've been following them that seek me. And guess what? He says, so I sought after them that didn't even seek me too. So he's trying to show you something your whole life. Whatever it may be. He's trying to show you something, trying to reveal himself to you. He's trying to reveal his nature to you. You understand? Look for it. Seek it. And then the thing is, even the ones ain't looking, he's trying to show you too. Whether it be through this or that. It doesn't matter. Pay attention to the signs, people. They everywhere. A lot of times in this world, we look so much down at this screen. But start looking at nature. Look at the sky. How beautiful it is. A rainbow. Signs. They everywhere. You understand? Everywhere. You know, cops, take a cop. Everybody ain't a cop. But when they go to a crime scene, they're looking for stuff. They're looking for something that stands out. I'm not saying you're supposed to be like that. I'm saying just pay attention. It's always something that you can see that probably can tell you something if you pay attention to it. But you got to be seeking after God. A lot of signs going to pass you right by. You understand? He said, how can the blind lead the blind unless they both going to fall into a ditch or a trench or whatever? You got to pay attention to the signs. Now, guess what? Guess who else shows signs and wonders? The Antichrist. And there are many. There are many false teachers out there and false things that show signs and wonders too. You see, the devil try to lead you in directions too. Y'all do know that, right? I'm just letting you know. That's why discernment comes into play. The devil tries to lead you one way. God tries to lead you one way. I always look at you remember growing up, kids understood this real quick. The devil on one shoulder and God on another shoulder. I don't care who you are. You knew what that meant. Some trying to tell you to do right, and some trying to tell you to do wrong. And in this life, that's exactly how it is. Some trying to tell you to do right and do the right thing, and some trying to tell you to do the wrong thing. Do you understand? Pay attention to the signs. I'm just beating it in your head. Pay attention. Everywhere you go, road work ahead, one-way exit. You know what I'm saying? Stop sign, street sign. Signs are all on buildings. Now those are just signs. So the thing is, you go through life, it's all kind of signs. You understand? They say you're driving down the street and you see like a little funnel car coming down. You know, even if you ain't scared of tornadoes, some gonna make you, that don't look right. I'm finna turn around. You're gonna try to outrun it. You're gonna try to do something to get away from that tornado. You understand? This leads me to a story that I've told plenty of times. Pay attention and watch the signs. Now, this is one time in my life when I was actually I was really in a dark place. Not really too dark, but I had found God, but I was going backwards and doing things I ought not, you know. And I went to take somebody somewhere and take them to cash to get their last check from their job, and it was I was hearing all kind of buzzes. Storm's coming, and people telling me, my brother, hey man, it's supposed to storm. It's supposed to storm. I'm like, I'm be okay. Somebody, you're storming. You're supposed to storm today, okay? So I'm at this place, this restaurant, to help this person get their check, and then I started looking back, and I see the sign, the billboard sign, just blowing in the wind like it's being torn apart, like one of them Armageddon movies. And then a voice in my head said, "Get out the car." I get out the car. Next thing you know, a gust of wind knock all the windows out the car. I didn't see the signs. But even all the way up to the last moment, God warned me from the moment I left the house. Hey, it's going to storm. I'm going to be okay. It's going to storm. I'm going to be okay. The person I'm taking to get their job, they already been drinking. I'm going to be real. They was drinking. I was too. They was drinking. And I'm like, man, I even told them. I'm like, hey, man, you already been drinking. Let's just wait till tomorrow to pick your check up. I just want to pick it up today. I called and they said I could pick it up today. You see what I'm saying, people? Even when we're doing wrongs, God's still trying to send signs. Still trying to show us something. Look, Houston, I'm glad I got out of that situation with just a few cuts on my arm. Not even deep cuts. Nothing I had to go to the doctor for. But I'll never forget it. If you ain't never got caught in something like a down spout or whatever you call them things, I forgot what they call them. But it's like it's quicker than a tornado. And you don't even see it. It's just bam. That's exactly what happened to me. But I had signs the whole day. You know what I'm saying? And I was meaning well. Kinda. You know what I'm saying? But if I was smart, and I would have been like, you know what, just wait till tomorrow. You good. You know, we both been drinking already. Just stay home. Just stay right here. We good right here. And the odd thing is, where I went was the only spot in Mobile that got hit. Only spot. And I just happened to be there. You know what are the odds of that? No, I just happened to be there. And I'm sure everybody who got hit by a tornado was thinking the same thing. But in my case, I didn't have to be there. I didn't have to. But I was. But God delivered me. And then after that, things start changing for me a little bit. I kind of straightened up. You know. But look for the signs, people. God is trying to speak to you all the time. You know, and this is a true story, what I just told you. You ain't got to believe me. As my brother, after he saw his windshields. And every window broke out of his car. You know what I'm saying? Just the windows now. Nothing else. Glass everywhere. And this is a true story. So that's all I want to tell y'all. Pay attention to the signs. You know, just, it's always something. It might be somebody telling you something. It may be a bird. Maybe a dog. It don't matter. You understand? You know, back in the day when I used to go to Mardi Gras back in the day. You know, you go on to Mardi Gras and you give your brothers and sisters, give a spiel. If somebody starts shooting, they start fighting, you run. If you see somebody else running, you run too. You understand? And so at the Mardi Gras, you having a good time, but you stay watchful. And you paid attention. You just went like, moon pies. Because you look to the right, you see somebody look like they about to scuffle. You know it's time to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to the signs that are set before you. Have a blessed one.